Hey, Ivan. Okay, I just wanna accept Ivan's request here. Hey, Ivan, how are you? Can you hear me? Ivan, can you hear me?
You?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic, amazing. Surprisingly, you're the first person to join today, just
Yeah,
on time. 1 minute
yeah, I
past
can.
8 p.m.
That's good.
You know, I'm still struggling to catch up with your latest updates just on time, but I figured actually in forex trading there is no waste of time. You just
Yeah,
have to hit it right. If you miss it, let go. Don't force it. That's what
exactly.
uh, that's what I've gotten to learn. So if you miss it, don't force it. Just be early for the next trade. Just be early for the next deal. So Ivan, how have you been? We last spoke on Thursday. We just want to catch up. How have you been? What's good in South Africa? What's going on?
I've been doing well. There's nothing good here apart from prices increasing for everything. So we are in the same situation.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Literally, it could be, but
Mm.
I actually think back home we actually doing so badly. I don't know if you've seen the news from Karamoja, where
Yes,
people
I've
are
seen it.
starving to death. I mean, when you see such things in a community, you know there is a problem, but we still good. We still good. Um, of course, the economy is hard. That's Kampala. Tough things. Employers are downsizing, so employment opportunities are also fewer.
How
Um,
much? How much is the liter of fuel there in Uganda shillings?
right now, it's between 6,500 and 6,600, depending on the fuel stations you go to. So literally, it's way, 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 way beyond average. Because a liter used to be 3,500. That's almost double what it used to be before.
Okay, even a liter here is 6,000, and we are on the coast, and we refine fuel. So imagine.
Yeah, I
And
can
I'll tell
imagine.
you, we are worse.
Yeah, actually, this morning I was trying to read some news. Just as we wait for our listeners, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for a few people to join us, but we're just catching up in a moment. So this morning I was reading some news about the effect of the Russia-Ukraine war. And it so happens that it looks like Europe was hoodwinked into this whole scenario because the way they banned Russia and the embargoes they put on Russia looks like are reflecting directly back into their economies, and it is hitting them so hard to the level that the euro and the pound, I think, are actually being suffocated in the market. The value is falling.
Yeah, when you see the euro as one of the strongest currencies in the world, but in the past days it has been trading even below the US dollar. It was, remember in like in 20 in 2019, the
Yes.
euro was trading at $1 $1.30 in 2018, 2019, $1.20. But now a euro is trading below $1. Imagine.
Yeah,
And
and
it's because German was hit so hard with gas, because gas prices in German have like tripled 300% what they were paying before the Ukraine war.
yeah, and of course, even when you read the predictions, it is actually predicted to be going down deeper if the war does not stop. So that's the European economy for you guys. If one thing, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know is that when you're gonna do forex trading, you actually need to keep yourself updated all the time. Trust me, there is no information that should be taken for granted in forex trading. Every single, even if it's a point, if you get right 21.5, it is never the same as 20.5. So you have got to be very, very keen. You have got to be very updated. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What type of forex trader are you? You know, Surprisingly, many people may not know that there are different types of traders and different individuals do this game differently. So we want to discover. Many of you have already started trading forex. I know some of you are already seniors, but what kind of trader are you? That's what we're going to discuss today. And kindly, before we get started, I would like to welcome you all to this wonderful space. This is our third week. We are growing stronger and stronger every single day. Please help me share this link on your timelines. We want to provide this opportunity to everybody. Guys, we live in a world of the internet. The Forex market is online 24/7, 5 days a week. We need to be part of this. Unfortunately, many people are not informed and many people lag behind because they don't have the information. Please be good and be kind. Just share this on your timeline, invite your friends to join in. So, Ivan, over to
Yes.
you. I want to discover today what kind of trader I am, but let me tell you some of the things that I do as a Forex trader.
Mm.
I love to make profits. I
Yeah.
am a bit anti risk, like I'm risk averse. I would wish to trade a pair that has very minimal risk. I
Mm.
am not afraid to take a smaller cut. In fact,
Yeah.
rather than waiting so hard because I want to hit $200, I am so comfortable taking $50 out of a trade and I close it. Now,
I get you.
that's the kind of trader I am. I don't know how you will describe me, but I'm so sure there are so many other people who have joined here who know the kind of traders they are, but maybe they don't know what that character is, termed as in forex trading, or which group of traders that person belongs to. Ivan, over to you. Let's kick into this.
Okay. Thanks guys for attending again today. Those who were there last time, I can see some of you, Precious, JJ, uh, Namubiru. I see some of you. I can notice people who attend and come back. So thanks for coming back and joining, Edrin. Yeah, those that shows that some people here are really serious and want to take this seriously. So that's good, and it shows that what we are doing is not going in vain. So today we're going to talk about what type of trader are you. Before you start trading, before I started trading, badly enough, I didn't know about this kind of things. So I could do everything and anything I found on the market. I would trade everything. And once you do that, you're going to end up making a lot of mistakes. So you guys are lucky enough that we're going to talk about this today, and we will help you understand what type of trader you want to be, why you will want to be that type of trader, and how it will help you if you're that type of trader. Uh, Before we go into it, I'm going to share a picture here. I don't know if I can share a picture.
Ivan, you
Yugaman.
can also you can also send it to me. I'll pin it on the chat. You can send it to
Okay.
me. I'll pin it on the chat.
I wanted to send you
Yeah,
this picture because it's what I'm gonna use to teach today.
yeah. Just send it on WhatsApp. Just
I've sent it. I've sent it to you.
okay, cool. So let me get it as you go on, and I'll pin it on the chat.
Twitter should give us an option where you can add like pictures and stuff. Oh, okay, I see. It's there. Ne?
Yeah, it is there.
Okay, let
It is
me.
there. You feature it on the space.
Okay,
You feature it.
I see.
You
I've
feature.
is it this one? Do you guys see it? Because I've posted something featured on this. It's under the hashtag. You can click on the hashtag and see if you can see it.
Okay, cool. No worries. Let me sort that and pin it for the guys in the space. For you can go on for now.
Okay. And guys, you can share the space for other people because you never know on your timeline there are other people who also want to learn. Uh, don't learn alone because this will help a lot of people. So, as before I continue, Gaman, please, I need you to share that picture because it's so important. I'll have to use it as I'm teaching. You, Gaman?
That's what I'm doing right now. Just in a minute, it's gonna be there.
Okay. So, I was saying you can share the space with other people on your timeline. It will also help those who want to learn who don't follow both of us because the people who are here are people who follow Yugaman mostly. And there are people who don't follow him who would use this space and are your followers. So just share it and those who want will join. Uh, I'm waiting for the picture from Yugaman so that we start there. But as
Yeah,
as we wait
just in
for
a
Yugaman,
moment. Just in a moment. I have actually loaded it. It's going to show up, but you can go on. So we try to minimize on time.
yeah, as before when we talk about what type of trader are you, we want to know how do you want to trade first of all. But before we go into that, we need to know what is called time frames, and that's why I'm waiting on that picture. Actually, before I go on, let me first answer this question. Somebody asked me last week, I think, as we wait on Yugaman. Somebody asked me, sent me a DM asking me about what we talked about last week. I don't know if he's live right now. He's called Chosiga. He was asking about a nano account and leverage. As per the leverage granted, this is his question. So my question is, as per leverage granted to me by the broker, in case of 1:100, which translates to 1,000, will I trade like I'm in a mini lot size and earn $1 per pip, or will I still use my $0.01 earning per pip? So this person was asking, since the broker gives him money to trade using more money, as we had talked about last time, how does this help him? Does it mean that he will trade using the maximum lot size? And as I was talking last time, I explained and I said that even if the broker gives you a higher leverage, it doesn't mean you should use all the leverage that the broker has given you to trade it. Because if you have $10 and you're using a leverage that will cost you $1 per pip, it means if your trade is down by 10 pips only, you will have blown your account and you'll be in a loss. So it's always advisable actually to use the least lot size you can while opening a trade. Me personally, as I told you, I'll teach you guys what is called risk management, and it will be involving what percentage you should take while on your account while opening a trade. Me, whenever I'm opening a trade, I calculate what will be my stop loss, how many pips is my stop loss, then I see my stop loss, and then how much am I willing to risk. Then I take a percentage of the amount I'm willing to risk according to my stop loss. Those who are new here, this might sound new to you, but we will go through these things again once we create a group. But for those who have been following us here on Twitter, we want to go through those things and we'll just be answering questions in case you want to understand something. So those who have just come, you can start from where we're going to start today, and we will continue from there in the coming days. I want you guys to look at the picture that has been pinned above, which says time frames. That picture shows you M1, M5, M15, M30, H1, H4, D1, W1, MN. I'm hoping you guys are seeing the picture. Maybe you can like it to let me know that you guys are seeing it, because I might be talking about a picture when you guys are not seeing it. You can like it to make me know that I'm liking it. So those digits you're seeing there in a circle, the M1, M5, M15, M30, those are called time frames. So one would ask, what is a time frame? When you are trading, you decide either you are buying or selling. But before you decide whether to buy or to sell, you have to use a chart. A chart is what you see in the background there. You have to use a chart of a particular currency pair. In this instance, the currency pair is in the picture you see on the screen. I don't know if people are seeing the picture. Yugaman.
Yeah, everybody is able to see it. Everybody in the space is able to see that picture on top of the
Okay,
chat. So everybody
okay.
is following.
I see people liked it, so I had asked them to like it to know that they are seeing it. So as I was saying, what you see in the background is the chart. I think most of you have done math in school. You know what a chart looks like, and what you see in the background is a chart of a currency pair. This is not a currency pair; it's actually a commodity, U.S. oil. It's a commodity. We call it crude oil. Most of you know it as crude oil, but yeah, in Forex is the broker use, they abbreviate it as XTI USD. So, but I want you to focus firstly on the black circle. Those what you see as M1, M5, M what, H1, H4 are what we call time frames in Forex trading. And those time frames are what we're going to be talking about today and how they determine which kind of trader you want to be. So I was saying, when you're trading, you'll decide on either buying or selling. But before you decide whether to buy or sell, you have to use a chart of a particular currency pair to determine that. So one will ask, what's a chart? A chart in Forex is a graphical representation of the price of a particular asset. In this case, US oil. Is the chart I'm talking about, the chart you guys are seeing right now, is a graphical representation of price of a particular asset or exchange rate over a period of time. And a period of time, over a period of time, I mean whichever time frame you choose on this circle. In this case, I had chosen H1. H1 means 1 hour. That's why you see there up on the top left corner where you see XTIUSD, there is H1 on the side after the comma, meaning I was on the 1 hour chart. So I was on the 1 hour chart of crude oil when I took this screenshot. So what's a chart? As I said, is a graphical representation of a particular asset over a period of time. You use a chart to do your analysis. When you're doing analysis, we'll talk about the types of analysis in Forex trading and how you do analysis. So when you're doing analysis, when you're executing trades, when you're managing your trades, or on any time frame, I mean these times you see here. M1 is 1 minute, M5 is 5 minutes, M15 is 15 minutes, M30 is 30 minutes, H1 is 1 hour, H4 is 4 hours, D1 is daily time frame, W1 is weekly time frame, MN is a monthly time frame. So if I change the chart and I put it in M1, it will show me, if I put it in M1, it will show me how the market has been doing per minute. Every candle you see there, the candles, I mean the things that you see that are blue and red. So every candle you see there represents an hour, since we are in a 1 hour time frame. But if we go in a 1 minute time frame, every candle you see there will be representing 1 minute. If I think let me take some more pictures, some more screenshots of different time frames so that you guys see what I'm talking about. I'm going to send them to Yugaman to post them, but as I'm doing that, let me be explaining to you guys. When we talk about M1, we mean that it means that the chart that you'll be seeing will be representing how the market will be doing per minute. If we talk about M5, it means you'll be seeing how the market will be doing per 5 minutes for every candle. Every blue line or red line you see there represents 1 hour. The blue lines, it means the market is going up. The red lines, it means the market is going down. So it doesn't matter whether the market is going down or is going up. Every candle you see there represents 1 hour, because our chart is in a 1 hour time frame. So when we change our chart and we put it in another time frame, let's say the daily time frame, every candle will be showing, it will be representing a day. And if we put it in a monthly time frame, every candle will be representing a certain month. For example, if one candle might be representing August, another one representing April, another one representing June. Right here, the candle you see here is representing an hour, meaning 1 hour might be representing 8 o'clock, another hour representing 7, another hour representing 6, 5, and as you go on, depends on what you're trading and what hour you're looking at and what time of the day it is. So every candle there represents an hour. So before you start trading, you need to know which time frames do I want to trade in. The time frames that you want to trade in will determine what kind of trader you are. And I'm going to explain that in details so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Yugaman, you can post the different time frames I've sent you. I've sent you some pictures of different time frames. Can post them so that they see that every time frame is different. The chart will look different from the other, even if it's the same pair. I can be talking about the same pair, like in this case, we are talking about US oil, but the time frames determine how the chart will look as you're trading. And this will help you to understand what you'll be trading. So, what's a chart? What is this thing you're seeing in the background? I think I've explained that. So, what is a time frame? A time frame is a period, is a particular period you will use to determine your analysis on the chart. If I want to trade using 1 hour time frame, I'll put the 1 hour time frame and use it to determine
Ivan, just a minute. I have shared the pictures that you have sent me. I've actually shared all the 4 plus the first one you shared, which has the circle. So, and I've pinned it on top there. It is the second frame, I think, second or first. You can look at both as he's explaining. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay. As you can see, guys, I wanted you to see. It's the same pair, but when you look at the charts, when you see the M1 time frame, you can see the chart is different from the H1. Can see the H1, can see the market was falling too hard. But when you look at the M1, you can't see that. It's because it's showing you every candle per the past minute. And they have shared also the daily time frame, can see. For example, you guys can look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame is the chart which has D1 on the top right corner. You can see today oil has been falling, And mostly it's because today, if you've been trading oil and you use what we call fundamental analysis, that's following the news, you will know why oil has fallen today. It's because Iran has promised, as there is news that has come out saying that Iran has made a deal to sell, to start exporting its oil to USA. So it has made an agreement with USA to start selling oil, meaning there will be more oil in the market than what is needed. This is simple things that you were learning in school: supply and demand. If there is more demand than supply, it means the price will go high. So when Russia closed off its oil exports, the price of oil went up. But now, since USA has got an alternative, which is Iran, it means that more oil is gonna come onto the market, and when more oil comes onto the market, it means the price will go down. So investors are expecting once Iran starts exporting its oil to America, the price of oil will go down. So most people who are trading oil are shorting it. Shorting it, I mean they are selling it. We will talk more about these kind of things in the future when we are learning how to do analysis. So remember to do all your analysis and execute your trades on the same time frame when you're trading. What I'm saying is that once you start trading, those who have been learning, if you've been trying to do some things, what I'm trying to do is somebody will tell you, do your analysis. Somebody will do their analysis on the daily time frame, and then they will enter using the M5, the 5 minute time frame. That will confuse you because you're doing analysis on a different time frame and you're entering into a different time frame. So that won't help you at all because you'll be making mistakes because both time frames are trading in a different directions. For example, the M when we look at the M1 here is going up, but when we look at the H1, let's say you did analysis on H1, which is showing the market is falling, and then you use your entry on M1, M1 will be telling you to buy. So when you enter using M1, you'll be what? You'll be buying. And if you did your analysis on H1, you'll be selling. So what I'm saying is when you're doing analysis, use the same chart that you've used to do analysis to enter your trades. Let's go back to time frames. So one would ask, what is the best time frame for trading? First of all, before you know what is the best time frame for trading, it all depends on you. This is where what type of trader our question for today comes in. It depends on you. Why? Because you need to know how much time do I have to use for trading in my day? How many hours am I going to spend doing trading in my whole day? And what is your risk appetite? How much are you willing to risk? How much do you want to trade? How many trades do you want to open a day? How many trades do you want to open a month or a week or a year? So that will help you determine what type of trader you want to be. For example, there are four different types of traders. There are scalpers, there are day traders, swing traders, and long-term traders. A scalper, for example, a scalper, there are four types of traders. I'm going to explain all of them. There is a scalper, a day trader, and a swing trader, and a long-term trader. Or long-term traders are also sometimes called investors. So a scalper is the person who is a trader who opens trades and closes them within seconds or minutes or even seconds. Their trades don't last for long. So I might open a trade now. Let's say I'm buying oil, and then I'll close it not even less than 5 minutes. So that's a scalper. first of all, a scalper will be on the charts for a very long time because they have to open and close, open and close. They have to be looking at the chart, seeing what the market is doing, any change. You have to stick on the charts because you need to know. For those who have come in late, I explained what a chart is and what time frames are. So when I'm talking about these things, I hope you guys understand. What I'm saying is that a scalper is somebody who is going to be trading the M1 time frame, M5 time frame, and M15 because they don't go beyond. A scalper can't
Ivan,
hold trades even.
Ivan, just to interrupt here a bit, for everybody attending the space, ladies and gentlemen, the spaces we are hosting, we are actually doing an introduction part to the conversations that we're going to be having. So very soon we are going to invite you to the club that we want to form for everybody that wants to learn this business professionally. But for now, we are doing the introductions. But the beauty about introductions is what you hear now, even when you don't know what it means, please note it down and try to read about it. So when we come to the real actual practice and starting to learn, you are actually a step ahead. So that's the beauty. But no worries, this is our third week. You could be here for the first time. Don't worry. Let's start from here. We're going to have a bigger party where we'll be learning all this stuff.
Okay. So I think you guys should note down this. You should write down the types of traders I've been talking about. The scalper, day trader, swing trader, and long-term traders or investors. The reason I'm saying you note down these things is because it will help you when I'm explaining, so that when I'm explaining a scalper, I'll mention the time frames a scalper uses to trade. You note them down. And as we are saying, what type of trader are you? This will help you as you note the points down. I'll talk about the advantages of being a scalper, the disadvantages of being a scalper, what time frames a scalper uses. So note these things down one by one. Then at the end of the day, when I'm done explaining everything, you'll use what you've been noting down to select what kind of trader do I want to be. Do I want to be a scalper according to what they said here on this point, or this one? Do I want to be a swing trader because of this and this? So I'll explain to you and then you'll make your own choice. I won't make choices for you guys for what kind of trader you want to be. But my explanation, I hope what I'll explain today and what I'll be talking about as you note down will help you to go back and look at what you've been noting down and choose what type of trader you are. Because if you don't know what type of trader you are, you'll get confused in the market. You'll be trading everything. As I've told you guys when I was starting, when I was starting, I didn't know anything. I used to go in the market. When I see oil, I trade it. When I see GBP, JPY, I trade it. I don't mind whichever time frame. I can trade the daily, the 1 hour, the 1 minute. I trade everything. And at the end of the day, you're doing a lot, and you can't, even if you're let's say you're an athlete, you can't run every category. You can't run 100 meter, 200 meter, 1,000, and even a marathon. You have to choose. So this is like helping you understand, if you're like an athlete, what category do I want to be in? Before you know what category you want to be in, you first do training. When you're doing training, you see, what do I have? Is it speed, or can I last long? Endurance. Do I have endurance to last long? So after seeing those kind of things, then you can know that no, I have endurance, but I don't have speed. Meaning, I can run 5,000 kilometers, but I won't be able to compete in 100 meters. That's what we are explaining here right now today. So let's go back to a scalper. As I said, a scalper is somebody who opens their trades and closes them within minutes or even seconds. Scalpers use 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, and 15-minute charts to do their analysis, to do their entries and their exits. That's a scalper. And a disadvantage, let me first talk about scalpers, for me, I see one advantage. One advantage of a scalper is that they will make a lot of money. If you're a scalper, it means you're somebody who wants to make a lot of money in a very short period of time. A scalper will make a lot of money in a very short period of time, but also a scalper will lose a lot of money in a very short period of time because, first of all, there are four categories I want us, four things I want us to consider when you're trading. First of all, you need to know flexibility. What flexibility do you have in the market? What flexibility do you have on your time? What flexibility are you looking for while trading? So a scalper doesn't have flexibility at all because they don't have time to chill. If you're a scalper and you're going to trade, if you're going to trade for 2 hours, you're going to be on your computer for all those 2 hours, analyzing, entering, and exiting. That's a scalper. Then another thing I want us to consider is the transactional cost. Transactional cost, these are charges that brokers charge you when you're trading because there's charges for commission, there's charges for there's taxes. Some countries charge taxes on trading. There's also swap fee. There's a lot of charges, depends on your broker and what type of account you're using to trade. Last week we were explaining the trading accounts. So since a scalper opens a lot of trades and closes a lot of trades in a very short period of time, because a scalper can even open 200 trades in a space of 2 hours, meaning it will cost him or her more than other traders that I'll be explaining as we go on. So a scalper doesn't have flexibility. A scalper does it, a scalper, it costs him a lot. I'm talking about the transactional cost. It costs him a lot to trade. And another point I want us to talk about is trading opportunities. Since a scalper is always on the market, he will have a lot of trading opportunities in the market because he knows what is going on all the time in the market because they are always there. They are seeing the market is going up. I'm entering within a minute, I'm going out. The market is going down, I'm entering within a second, I'm going out. So a scalper has a lot of opportunities for them. Then ease of trading. That's the fourth point I want to point out. A scalper doesn't have ease of trading at all. Ease of trading, I mean, do I get time to leave the chart and go and walk around? Maybe I can even take a jog and come back. A scalper doesn't have that time because you have to be on the chart. Look at the market. Once you've entered a trade, you're waiting for a few minutes to close it. You don't have time to be doing other things while you're trading. So, as I said, there are 4 points: flexibility, transactional costs, trading opportunities, and ease of trading. So, I'm going to use the hotel rating style, like 5 star, 2 star, 3 star. I'm going to rate a scalper according to the 4 points that I've mentioned so that you know where a scalper falls on my side. For example, flexibility, I'll give a scalper 1 star. Transactional cost, I'll give a scalper 1 star. Trading opportunities, I'll give a scalper 5 stars. Ease of trading, I'll give a scalper 1 star. So I'm giving you these kind of points so that you note them down. It will help you to also make a choice once I'm done explaining these things. I said we have 4. I think we are done with the scalper. I explained scalper uses 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minutes to analyze, enter the trades, get out of the market. I've given the reviews on flexibility, transactional cost, trading opportunity, and ease of trading. Let's go to the next type of trader. The next kind of trader is a day trader. A day trader is somebody who opens and closes trades within a day. Meaning, if I open my trades today, I have to close them today. If I open them, maybe I can open them late. I might open them like in the evening, but they don't have to last more than 24 hours. That's a day trader. But some day traders even go on up to like 2-3 days when their trades are open. It doesn't matter. But that's what is called a day trader. They open and close their trades within a day. But day traders use the M30. M30, I mean 30-minute time frame. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say M30, look at the chart in the first slide that was posted, and look at the circle. You will see those time frames. So a scalper uses M30, which is 30-minute time frame, H1, the 1 hour time frame, and
Sorry, Ivan, it's a day trader, not a scalper. A day trader.
oh, sorry, I'm talking
Yeah.
about a day trader. Sorry,
Yes.
a day trader uses the M30, the H1, and there is a website they call TradingView on I took this screenshot from MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 5 doesn't provide the option of H2, the 2 hour time frame, but when you're using TradingView to analyze, which most traders use, you can check out tradingview.com if you want to see it. You will
Yeah, I
see
think
they
let
have,
me share a post with a link as well.
okay. When you're using TradingView, you'll see they have also the 2 hour time frame. So scalpers always tend to use the 1 hour, 2 hour, and 30 minutes. I mean, day traders, those are the time frames they use. So I want us to go back to our 4 points: flexibility, transactional cost, trading opportunities, and ease of trading. How how is flexibility applying to a day trader? A day trader, they have, I can say they have some flexibility, but not that much flexibility, because a day trader, it depends. If you're trading 30 minutes, you won't have a lot of time on your hands. But if you're trading like 1 hour or 2 hour time frames, you can have some time on your hands. You can have 30-minute breaks or even hourly breaks, but you'll also need to be on the charts on a lookout. But you get some time to go off the charts, and you can you can trade while doing some other small things, like you can be trading while making breakfast, cleaning your house. That's the flexibility you get when you're a day trader. But when we're talking about a scalper doesn't get that time. When they are on the charts, they are on the charts. They can do other things once they have left the charts. While when we go to transactional costs will be high, but it won't be like a scalper because they don't open a lot of trades like scalpers. A day trader will open, some people even open 10 trades a day, but mostly it's between 1 to 5 trades a day for a day trader. They won't open more than 5 trades a day. But other people can even open 20. People who have a lot of time on their hands, and they use they analyze a lot of charts, which is not good because too much of anything is always bad. So transactional cost for a day trader will be lower than that of a scalper, but still it will be high when you're opening such a lot of trades. Trading opportunities, since a scalper is also on the market for some period of time, they'll have more trading opportunities, but a scalper will have more trading opportunities than a day trader because they spend more time on the market. But the more trading opportunities also leads to more losses or more profits. So that's why I talked about you need to know your risk appetite and how much time you need to put in. That's all what determines what kind of trader you want to be. That's why I said if you're a day trader, you don't have a lot of opportunities like a scalper, but you have a lot of opportunities. And a lot of opportunities in trading doesn't mean you're gonna make a lot of money. No, you might have a lot of opportunities to enter the market, but all those opportunities might be losses. So it's better to do less, but you know what you're doing, than doing too much, which is not good because you're exhausting yourself and you brain freeze at some point. So that's trading opportunities. When you go to ease of trading, I can say a day trader has some ease more than a scalper because they don't spend a lot of time on the charts like scalpers. So they have some ease on their trading. So I'm gonna rate them as I rated for a scalper using the hotel way of rating. For flexibility, I'll give it a 3 star. Transactional cost, I'll give it a 2 star. Trading opportunities, I'll give it a 4 star. Then ease of trading, I'll give it a 3 star too. So you can also write down those stars because they'll help you. You'll see which one has more good reviews. It's like we are rating when you're going to book a hotel, you need to know this one has more reviews on average, which are 5 stars or which are 4 stars. So it means if more people are giving 4 star on this hotel, it's not that bad. You get, but if more people are giving 1 star on that hotel, it means that hotel is bad. So that's why I'm giving these star reviews on every kind of trader that I'm talking about to help you carry out an average score and make a choice for yourself. Then the third type of trader is called a swing trader. Swing traders, these are the ones who open trades and close them within days, weeks, or even sometimes months. Meaning somebody will open their trades and it will take them like 5 days, 2 weeks, or 1 month to close their trade. But swing traders use the 4 hour time frames and the daily time frame to do their analysis because their trades are going to be in the market for some period of time. So they need to use higher time frames to know that what has the market been doing for the in the long run. What is the market going to be doing in the long run, or what has it been doing in the long run? But in trading, you only use time frames to determine what you're gonna do, but doesn't mean if the market has been falling in the past weeks, it's still gonna fall. In trading, past opportunities or past profit doesn't guarantee you future profit or future good opportunities like what you're seeing. You can only use it to analyze and make decisions, but it won't mean that those decisions will come out the way you want them always. So that's a swing trader. They always open their trades within days and close them within days, weeks, or months. So when we go to our rating table on flexibility, I'd give a swing trader. They have a lot of time on their hands because they can wait for weeks or even months for their trades. So I'll give a swing trader a 4 star on flexibility. Transactional cost, since they don't usually swing traders don't open more than 2 trades in a week. They open 1 or 2 trades or 3 trades in a week. So their transactional costs will be so low because they don't open a lot of trades. So on transactional costs, I'll give them a 4 star. Then trading opportunities, they get less trading opportunities, but most of the times, those less trading opportunities are so thought out and they are so precise. They don't waste a lot of time on analyzing or doing what. So they have very few trading opportunities, but as I told you, having more trading opportunities doesn't mean you're gonna make a lot of profits, though it determines your risk appetite. But I might open one trade and close it. I might open 10 trades, but closing them in 10 pips. But I'll open one trade and close it within after a week when it has made over 1,000 pips. That's a swing trader. A day trader might open a 5 trades in a week, and each trade will make at least, let's say, 50 pips. So when we calculate at the end of the day, we might even have the same profit as a swing trader. I might have the same profit as them because my trade took long to reach its target, but it made a lot of pips. But theirs took a short, they made a lot of trades taking short periods to reach targets, but making less pips. So as you can see, opening a lot of trades doesn't mean you're gonna make a lot of money, and opening less trades doesn't mean you make less money. At the end of the day, you might all come out with the same amount of money, or even somebody who opened one trade a week might even come out with more money than you. Ease of trading, trading opportunities, I'll give it 3 star. Ease of trading, uh, swing traders always have a lot of time on their hands. It's they can if I'm gonna open a trade which is gonna last a month, it means I can just open a trade and stay on my other job that I'm doing, or if I'm doing an office work or whatever else I'm doing, I can still do it while I'm a swing trader. So ease of trading, I'll give it 5 star. Okay, the last type of trader we're going to talk about is a long-term trader. Uh, and most times these are also known as investors, because these are types of traders who open their trades for months or even years. Yeah, don't be surprised that people who open one trade and let it go for a whole year or even 2 years. Those are the swing traders. But swing traders, they are mostly in stock trading. There are very few people who do swing trading because there is what we call swap fee. Swap fee is what you're charged per day when your trade lasts overnight by the broker. So if you're a long-term trader and you're trading forex, it might cost you a lot because every day that passes they will charge you some fee. And if you're gonna hold a trade for a whole year, and markets, for example, Bitcoin, I'll give an example of Bitcoin. Bitcoin last year, around this time, it was at 20,000. And in November of last year, it shoot up to 60,000. But right now, it's at 20,000 again. So, meaning if you're a long term trader, I might open a trade, wait for a year, and still find that trade. It might have gone, made some profits, or even went in loss and came back to break even after a long period of time and after you waiting for a very long period of time. And you find yourself at break even after waiting for a whole year. So with the long-term traders, they usually go to stock trading. They usually trade stocks because for stocks you can buy shares in a company. For example, I'll give an example of Tesla. I'll buy Tesla shares and hold them for 2 years, and you find that my shares, let's say right now Tesla is at 280 something dollars. After 2 years, you might find that per share, each share is like $600. If I had bought 10 shares, for example, I'll be having at 600, each share at 600, I'll be having almost 6,000. So that's why I'm saying most traders who do swing trading are mostly into trading stocks and yeah, and even cryptocurrencies, because you can buy Bitcoin now and hold until like next year. It might go up, it might go down, but if it goes up, all and good for you for waiting. That's why most people who invest in cryptocurrencies, they do what? They buy and hold instead of trading like a trader to avoid the volatility. So, to rate long term traders, flexibility, I'll give them 5 star. because they have a lot of flexibility in their trading style. Transactional cost, I'll give them 2 star because it will cost them a lot for holding for a long time. As I told you, brokers charge money if you hold trades for a long time. For every night your trade goes in, they charge you certain amount of money. Maybe if you're trading, if you're, as I said, maybe if you're buying shares, it won't cost you. So it depends. But right now I'm talking about forex trading. In forex trading, transactional cost, I'll give them a 2 star. Trading opportunities, long-term traders, if you're trading forex, their opportunities come once in a while. They might get 2 opportunities in 6 months or 2 months, or 5 opportunities of entering a market in a whole year. So I'll give them 2 stars. Ease of trading, I'll give them a 5 star there because, as I said, you can do anything you want while you're a long-term trader, because you'll be putting in your trades today and wait to close them maybe after 6 months or 5 months. So that's uh that's all the types of traders that we have. I think you guys have been noting down
Wow.
everything as I've been saying it. So
Wow.
I'll repeat for you guys. We have scalpers, swing traders, long-term traders. The system I used to rate them as flexibility, transactional cost, trading opportunities, and ease of trading. So, and what you need to know to determine which type of trader you want to be, you have to know how much time do you have. If you have less time, then you either go for long-term trader or a swing trader. If you have a lot of time on your hands, you can become a day trader or even a swing trader or even a scalper. And if your risk appetite is high, then you need to be a scalper or a day trader. If your risk appetite is low, as Yugaman said, for him, he wants to make $50 a day, and that will be enough for him. Can become a swing trader or a day trader, and or you can a swing trader or a day trader. You can make your $50 a day and call it a day. So yeah, that's all
Fantastic,
about.
fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, like this is real information that you don't find anywhere. I think this year is actually a blessed one because so many people that I have talked to ever since we started this chat have openly told me that they did not have anyone or they did not have an avenue to be able to learn the things before they started practicing. So um, I mean, Ivan, big up for this wonderful effort. I think today we actually kickstart a new kind of chapter into this journey because every day we've been talking about do these pips, lot sizes and everything, and people did not have that connection. Where is the chemistry between we, the people you're talking to, and what you're saying? But I think what you just explained is actually what the chemistry is. Now I'll tell you guys as we take a breather, because we've had a lot of information. So I have decided to tell you this now so that we can, tone down a bit. We've been in class and it's been a bit tense. So um, that is one of the reasons why most of the times when you find a serious Forex trader, they actually have a chemistry between what they do and their own life. I'll give you an example. There are very few Forex traders you go to their offices and you don't find a huge screen having charts on it. There are very few Forex traders whose bedrooms will be missing a laptop or a screen hanged up there or even two phones on the table. The reason is people have the attachment to the business they do. So, what Ivan just explained is what is your chemical reaction to this industry? How does it relate to your individual character? How does it relate to who you are? Self-awareness, because this is very key. The journey we are going to walk needs a lot of self-awareness. You need to know, is forex trading going to cause you pressure? Is it going to bring you depression? Is it going to bring you loneliness? You need to understand who you are, because once you understand that, then you'll be able to enjoy doing these things. So I want, if you're there and you can access an emoji, please let's just clap for Ivan for breaking this down. This is the simplest and easiest lesson that I have found. Even when you read the internet, no one will put it as straight as Ivan has done. So, guys, just find that emoji for the claps, and let's give him some claps for that. Okay, Ivan, did you want to say something before we let people in? I can see JJ. JJ, please send me a request. So JJ is an experienced trader who also told me and told us last time that learning never stops. He's been at this game for almost like 4 years, but he still learns every single day. So I'm going to let him speak to us also a bit. But Ivan, if you have something you want to say before we let people come in, would you say it now?
Currently, no. Let's hear what people are saying and some questions. I hope I was not speeding up while I was talking, because uh, as I went through it all at once. But I hope you guys caught up with everything.
Yeah, the lesson was good actually. Maybe JJ will tell us how it was, but it was so good because me, I've been writing down most of the things you've been explaining. Some I had read, but I could not put context onto them. So now I actually have a clearer vision of who I am. I know I'm a scalper and a daytime trader. I still lie between those two because I need quick money. And also I do my things during the day. So maybe I'll transform later on. And I know so many others also now know or have a real idea of which kind of trader they are. So JJ, over to you. Most welcome.
Hey, good evening, members.
Yes, good
Good
evening,
evening, Mr.
JJ.
DJ.
Oh, it's good to to have the microphone and talk to you guys. I hope everyone is well. I've been listening to Mr. Ivan, and yeah, I think he's a good trader from the way I've analyzed uh, his submissions. I think he's good at what he does. Forex trading it's not a walkover. I hope you guys are listening to me.
Yes, we can hear you.
It's not a walkover, and whoever wants to start forex trading, don't come with this. Uh, you think you're going to make money. I always tell my friends. I always tell those who want to learn. It's not easy, but it is the best if you learn and if you follow the rules. I think there is no job that can pay like forex trading in the whole world. Maybe if you're a president like Putin or Biden or like Museveni, but the rest, because I have a friend of mine. Uh, he does forex trading, and he's a young man. Because me, I'm older than him. I'm older than him by like 12 years. He's 22, but he started with I think like uh, 1,000. They brought the account. He again funded the account. $500. It was brown. Then he started learning. That is, he was about 17 years. As I speak, his account has more than $500,000. So I always go to him I always go to him and learn more about him. And I think by end of this year he will be somewhere far. Well, what I'm saying is forex trading, those who want to learn, you have to control your emotions. You have the greed. Most people have failed in forex trading because of greed. Because you think you have $1,000 or $500, you want to put a lot size of 0.1. If it goes against you without the stop loss, the account will be gone. And I've had Mr. Ivan talk of trading view. I think trading view is the best. These are the best guys that know what they are doing. They are good, and my friend is the one. It's the channel that he uses to learn, to get more experience. Trading view, for those who are interested in learning, you go on YouTube, you look for trading view channel, you first learn the pips, the lot sizes. You take your time. Don't don't be like these people that are on politics, that I've seen. I normally see people abusing each other. They are wasting their data on things that do not add value to themselves. Personally, I have a young family, I have kids, but I know with forex trading they will go to best schools. Yes, they're in good schools, but because of forex trading, I know they have a future. And do not be like these groups of people that spend their time on Noop, on FDC, on NRM. But if you got those hours that you spend exchanging, replying, doing this, and you put them on forex trading, I am sure within 3 years, 2 years, bright chap, you won't look for a job. Even if you're at campus, you can even start with $100. You can start with $20. About 80,000. You can start with 100,000. That's about $25. You can grow if you make $3 today. Don't again overtrade. You again learn to tomorrow. See if you are going to get a good entry. If you make a loss, it's okay. You can't make profits only. But if you practice, and you know, by end of the year, you're winning 60%, then I am so sure that by end of 2 years, because by end of this year, it will be the 5th year of trading. I am not an expert. I don't teach people, but I just give advice. I just show you the right channels on YouTube. Others are not good. So I tell my peers that the best channels to check on YouTube, the time frames, and also the brokers. Ivan, you've not talked about the brokers. I heard you talk about the swaps. When a trade goes overnight, let's say you are a day trader and you're, let's say, making a profit of you're in a profit of $20. You still think that trade is still giving you profits, and then it's midnight. Most brokers, they add those swaps. You find you have $20, but then if you cross that channel after midnight, it will be like 19, or they charge differently. But there is a broker called Xness. With Xness, from the time, because I have two brokers, Exness, for them, they don't have the swaps. But the problem with Exness, it is one, what I've seen, when you're using mobile money, when you get stuck, you just withdraw because the money comes there and then instant. So, but I advise that most of those who are learning, they should use Exness. And then if you become an experienced trader, there are the other brokers that you can use. And then the other thing is the new members, do not rush to trading. Take a month, learn the pips, learn how a pip moves, the candlesticks. You learn, you just get to learn. There's another guy on YouTube called who is good at those candlesticks. I'll give Yuga man. I'll send a screenshot. He's going to pin it. You learn the candlesticks, the time frames, the way Mr. Ivan has said, and then first learn. You just say, I've learned, I've opened an account. I want to put. I have 1 million. Let me put 500,000. That's about $150. You put a big lot size. Well, if you have there is I think if I check in my if I check in my photos, I think that is where I saved the different lot sizes. If you have $100, I think you must have talked about that when I wasn't around. $100. Let me just talk about it within 1 minute. $100, you can start with 0.01. If you have $1,000, you can the best lot size to use is 0.1, but do not use that because if you're learning, you're not experienced. If you load money, let's say $1,000, I tell the newcomers, those who are new in trading, if you have 1,000 as your capital, use 0. You can use 0.02 or 0.03, but you're supposed to use 0.1 when you experience. But remember, you are a learner. When you use 0.02 or 0.03, do not put so many trades. Just put one trade and learn how to. On TradingView, they will show you how to put a stop loss. That stop loss, it will help you on saving your money. It might, if it goes against you, it might take, let's say, $8, $10. But if you don't put a stop loss, personally, I have grown more than 9 to 10 accounts. I have lost more than 50 million in Forex trading, but I have made more than that money over time. I insist, put money that in case your account gets blown up, you won't go into depression. Personally, I have a company that does general supplies. So when I am not doing that work, I know I'm going to put a trade and I go do my other works, like how Ivan has said when he's working. And then the other thing is, make sure you take about 4 months, 5 months. You learn. I insist, you learn, because there is a guy in town, a young boy. I think he's called. I will not mention, but I saw he was making. He had a conference. I think like forex trading. What on Thobani? Do not pay to get signals. Do not pay to get signals. The person who is giving you signals, he also started like you. Because they ask people to pay for signals. He gives you like 5 trades in a week. You can win 2 or 3, but for him, he's making money through those who pay. In a month, he has, let's say, 500 people that are going to pay $15. That is his capital. He's making more money from those who pay for his services more than the money he makes. Do not go for that. I insist, it is better to learn. You can learn. If you can make $10 a day, that is 30,000 to 40,000. If you make if you win about 10 trades in a week, you can make like $50. And how much money is that in a month? But with the time, you get to learn, you get to win more trades, you get to understand Forex. And as I finish up, I insist that I will thank Mr. Yugaman, because I normally see people trading, I normally see people who are learning, who are paying, but you can learn on your own on YouTube. Get data, learn. With the time, you'll be a master. And Yugaman, thank you so much for creating this space for these young men and women to learn Forex. It is the way to go, because the jobs are not there in the market. In Uganda, we have few jobs, and most youth don't have what to do. I think if they learned how to do Forex trading, you'll have added something on their lives. If there is a question, I'll wait for the question. I'm here. Thank you so much, guys.
Fantastic, fantastic. I think you just nailed it, and you've mentioned the real things we needed to hear. Now, there is a time me and Ivan, if you remember, there is a time we were conversing. We said, when we start this space conversation, how are we going to talk to Ugandans? How are we going to talk to them? Because many of them have already a rhetoric experience that, Forex trading is a scam, people have taken their money. So we really spent time discussing this. And I remember even we said, do you think people will think we are crazy, or people will think we are coming, to do what maybe other people in other countries do, and Uganda is not a place? I am so glad that a person like JJ is in his 50th year of trading. He's a businessman. He has where to get money from. But he has clearly mentioned it, that he's very sure his kids are going to get a good education in good schools because of Forex trading. Now, if you are down there and you still think that the internet is only maybe, for doing TikTok and for doing all this kind of stuff, I really want you to take this opportunity to think about the things you can do with your time and the opportunities you can create for not only yourself, but the people that depend on you and the people that will depend on you in the future. So, JJ, I want to wholeheartedly thank you. And I am quite sure. Ivan, do you have something to say about what JJ has said?
No, but I have something to say. I just want to thank JJ for the addition he has added on. Like, as I said when we were starting from the first space, I said the only thing that you need to do to put in time in trading is always learning, and JJ has emphasized that. But I forgot to tell you, before as you also choose what type of trader you have to be, I forgot to mention that you also need to know what in what type of trader I want to be. You need to know, do you want to be a fundamental trader or a price action trader? I mean, technical analysis trader. So that you can either be both or choose which side to be on. We will go through technical analysis and fundamental trading in the future and explain more in details. But also that helps to determine what kind of trader you are. I just forgot to mention those 2 points because fundamental analysis is using news to trade, and technical analysis is using the charts, as I've been talking about, the charts, time frames, and other indicators to find entries and exits in the market. So we'll talk more about technical analysis and fundamental analysis, but most of the times, even if you're a technical analysis trader or a price action trader, you will need to be following what's happening around the world, because sometimes you may enter into a trade. Let's say tomorrow there's some news that is coming out tomorrow, on the US dollar at around I think 3 p.m. So you might enter a trade not knowing there are news coming out anytime soon. By the time you enter, your technical analysis is telling you to buy, but something comes up on the news and they say something that is gonna move the markets the opposite side. So even if you're a technical analysis trader, you need to know those kind of things and be aware of them. Need to know the fundamental part of trading. Uh, we'll teach more about that as we go on. Teach more about fundamental analysis and technical trading. I think we should open up the floor for questions or people who have something
Yes,
to
yes,
say.
yes, 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 yes. The microphone is with all of you guys. Just request for it. I give it to you. Make your comment. Of course, someone has said, JJ, Ivan, and Yugaman, you all deserve a cold beer. That message has come through in my DM. Thank you, thank you. It's one of our listeners here who has mentioned that. And when people mention such statements, you know it's going down well. So I'm glad. I'm glad. By the way, for the first time, I have seen people coming back to the space and attending it 1.5 hours without moving. Guys, you deserve the best. Thank you very much for doing this. I
Okay.
so I so very much anticipate very soon. We're gonna have our own exclusive club. And when I mention this, because you guys know we did UOT night. For those of you who knew, UOT night turned out to be something very amazing and very awesome. Before maybe we had issues when other people started organizing a lot of things. But what I can promise you that everybody you see on this space, guys, we're gonna have an exclusive club. That club is not gonna be for doing anything queer. We're gonna be successful people that want to learn this business and this opportunity. 2 years down the road, we'll come back and testify. So, Ivan, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead.
I think it skipped my mind.
Okay,
But
okay.
if I remember, I'll say it. I was listening to you.
Okay, fantastic. So guys, there is someone actually, I have some few questions in my DM. Let me read them now as maybe people may be requesting for the mic. There's someone already who had asked a question about scalper, and I think Track Official just got all the answers that he had wanted. He wants to make quick money, quick profits. Then there is someone also who is asking, assuming I started with $50, is it possible to grow that $50 to $1,000? And how best can I do it?
Uh, to answer that question, as we were saying, you need to learn fast. It's not all about the money you use to trade. It's all about the knowledge you have and how you're using that knowledge. You can be having $1,000. JJ told you he blew almost 55 million in Uganda shillings. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. You can blow it all if you don't know what you're doing. But even if you have $50 and you know what you're doing, you put in time to learn, then you can grow that $50 with time. You can't put a timeline on how you're gonna grow it, but you can grow it exponentially. And if you're patient, maybe if you don't have other problems that you're gonna use to for your profits, if you make profits and you don't want to withdraw them. But in trading, it's always good if you make profits, withdraw them and enjoy them, because there are times which will come and you will lose money and you say, I wish I would do my profits. So instead of you focusing on how can I grow $50 to 1,000, focus on how can I make money and withdraw it. If you have your $50 and you make $5 tomorrow, $10, withdraw it and enjoy it the way you want, or save it on or outside your trading account. Once you have enough money, then you can put it all back in and start from like $500 or something like that. But it's always good to withdraw your money instead of leaving it in the brokerage, because once you leave it there, you'll think now, I have a lot of money. You know that money you just made it from nothing, and you want to start risking it because you see it's a lot. And once you lose it, you regret all the time you spend doing it, and it will demotivate you and even depress you. And that's how people come to say Forex is a scam or what, because you put in your time, you made your money, you didn't withdraw it, and now you lost it all. So you need to put in the time to learn. After that, get whichever amount you have. Don't lose your job because you're starting to trade until you become profitable, maybe. And even if you become profitable, if you're a trader who has some time on your hands, you can retain your job and make money both ways. So I think that answers your question.
Fantastic. It looks like that is the rest of the communication I have in the DM are just compliments and thanks to the speakers who have given very, very great insights. For many of you who have been asking, when shall we ever get a time to get a physical engagement? Guys, we are just starting very soon. More communication will come through, and you guys will be able to connect up with each and everybody that you see in this space. I have someone here who has requested for the mic. David, if you have got the mic, please go ahead and speak to us. David, unmute yourself and go ahead. David,
David, you
unmute yourself.
muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Oh, I don't know if it's my phone or anyone's phone, but I'm hearing like echoes. So thank you very, very much, Mr.
No,
Yugaman. Thank you very much.
we can hear you well. Go ahead.
Yes, Yugaman, you are my fellow Bukoman Simbi guy. I also come from Bukoman Simbi, for you. So thank you very much. I just wanted to to appreciate.
Fantastic. I'm happy to hear from you, my homie. So thank you, David. Thank you. And of course, this is the only way we can make our heritage better. You know, we get the opportunities, make the money, go develop our areas. Thank you very much, David. Maybe one thing also, Ivan, we did not tell people is, most times people are scared, in Uganda, the jobs don't pay well, our currency is so weak. Forex markets do offer the same opportunity a guy in New York is doing is the same opportunity you're going to do in Kampala. The difference will be how much time you invest into learning so that you can do it like a guy in New York, in South Africa, in Hong Kong, in Japan. Guys, these guys are doing the same jobs. Okay, they get paid in dollars. So that complaint of I'm in Uganda, I can't do things, this opportunity is a great equalizer. You don't actually have to say I'm from Uganda. You can still trade in dollars, get paid in dollars, transfer it to your local currency and enjoy your life and make things better. So I just wanted to say that because a lot of people have this thing of our Ugandan currency is so weak, I can't go into Forex trading. Come on. $1,000 is almost now like, okay, so 4 million, but that $1,000 can turn your life around forever. So please don't use that excuse to run away from the opportunity. So I
I
would love
wanted to
to.
say,
Yes, Ivan.
I wanted to say if anyone has a question, like even if it's not now during the week, don't be scared to come to my inbox or Yugaman and send in a question during the week. If you see something in the market, maybe those ones who have been trading, if you see a chart and you want to ask me about anything, to give you any help or assistance, my DMs are always open. Maybe if something we've talked about today and you want to know more, or you have a simple question that you didn't remember to ask when we are in the space, you can always come back and ask the questions anytime. Don't be scared to ask anyone.
Fantastic. Big shout outs to Jackie Lumbasi, straight out of Kigali. Thank you, Jackie, for staying with us and listening. Maybe I know, Jackie, you don't want to say anything now, but later on, I would want to hear your opinion on Forex trading and maybe how you see the industry in Kigali. JJ, any parting shots before we close?
You good, man? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, JJ. We can hear you well.
I was waiting for questions from the listeners, but I think they are satisfied. Before you close, the other thing is it's about having faith in this business. Like any other business, there are losses. You can trade and get losses. You can trade and win, but most of the traders that have focused on learning, they have made a lot of money. So also, I would like to advise those who want to start trading. When you're still learning, you should avoid gold and oil, because those ones move they bro accounts, their movements most times, like the Russian war and Ukraine, they are unpredictable. Just one let's say, like today, how Mr. Ivan talked of the Iran thing. You see, there are those who have lost money and weird money. So I would advise that if you're learning, for starters, just avoid gold and if you're to trade, if you think you're to trade, because building an account using oil and trading oil and gold, if you get good entries, you can make a lot of money. But I would advise you start trading it when you have a lot of money. Once you've accumulated a lot of money, you can start trading it. But for now, those two pairs, there are so many pairs to trade. GBP pairs, and most of the members should download these apps. There is investing.com and FX Street. Those ones, you get to read what is going to happen. If you have a trade, let's say you're trading USD, the dollar and Canadian USD card. If they have news at 3 and you're in profits of that trade, get out, because it can turn against you and it hits you. So if you get time, download these apps, investing.com and FX Street. Those ones, they always show news, they always show the timelines, the time they are going to talk about those pairs. And don't forget to download and also FX Pro Direct. These ones, they are good. So as I finish, I'll wait for any question. I'll be ready to answer.
Fantastic, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes
Userman,
yes, I can hear you. We can hear you, JJ. Yes, JJ,
I would
we
like
can hear you.
I would like tell members also to avoid the social media things happening. My pictures with Kabaka, that is rubbish, and they should come into my inbox and ask me, because Kabaka is like my father. So people are turning my pictures into all sorts of things. I hope most members have seen all of those stuff going around. But I'm free. My inbox is free. You can always come into my inbox and ask me anything you want. I'll gladly reply.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, JJ, and we wish you all the best. Of course, we look forward to that first networking event that we will have, where we will get to share after some time, after a period of learning. We'll come together and share some bit of knowledge and also a lot more. I want to thank you, Ivan, as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following this conversation, kindly follow these two gentlemen who have been saying something here. You never know, as you start this journey, they may tell you something that can turn your entire Forex trading journey around for greatness. So please do follow them, engage them in the DM. They may seem busy, but I'm sure they will end up replying, even if it may not be immediate, but they will answer your questions and all your comments. So thank you, guys. I actually feel very, I wish I could read every single name here. Namubiru, Jonathan, Shafiq, and everyone who has been part of this conversation from day one. You guys are incredible, and you are the real stars that we want to see, we want to create in this country to make a change in our lives. So thank you very much. We'll see you guys again on Thursday with another interesting conversation. So see you on Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9:30. Cheers and God bless you all.
Good night.
Good night.